The famous actor Marcello Mastroianni was the true embodiment of a real Italian, temperamental, passionate, amorous. The gallant, elegantly dressed Marcello became a sex symbol of Italian cinema in the second half of the 20th century. He has always been an object of attraction to women and did not deny them attention. However, he was married to one woman who had to endure all his many love affairs. In fact, Marcello Mastroianni was only half Italian. His mother, a Jew by birth, was from Minsk, whose family emigrated from Russia in 1906. In Italy, she married carpenter Urbano Mastroianni from a small mountain village. Her mother hid her origin out of fear of the Nazi regime and revealed the truth only before her death. The constant lack of money in the family forced little Marcello to work part-time from the age of 10, in his father's workshop, as a loader, a newspaper peddler, a handyman on construction sites. As he grew up, he helped a draftsman, an accountant. At this time, the stage and dancing became an outlet in life for the growing up young man. At the age of 15, he managed to participate in a mass film scene, and he liked it so much that it determined his future life. He began attending amateur theater, playing in student productions while studying to be an architect. It was there that the young, handsome Italian was noticed by director Luchino Visconti and even invited to work in his theater, Elizio. At the same time as working in the theater, Marcello Mastroianni worked part-time in films, mainly in cameo roles. In the 50s, he began to be given bigger roles. For example, the role of Mario in Visconti's film White Nights, which brought the director victory in Venice. At this time, the great master, film director Federico Fellini, draws attention to him. Collaboration with him will bring Marcello Mastroianni world fame and the love of the most beautiful women. He was awarded Mastroianni and invitations from the neorealist director Vittorio De Sica. In his films, Marcello repeatedly played heroes' lovers, philanderers, heartbreakers. This only added fire to the blaze of Italy's new sex symbol. Another producer, Carlo Ponti, has made several films with the talented Italian and his second wife, Sophia Loren. This acting duo was so successful that it became the epitome of the whole of Italy. Marcello Mastroianni married early, at the age of 25, the daughter of a famous, rich composer, actress Flora Carabella. Marcello and Flora separated in 1970, but their marriage was not officially dissolved. But Marcello Mastroianni, who starred in hundreds of films, was nicknamed the Italian Groom. He is credited with having affairs with all the movie stars with whom he starred in films. This track record is huge, from the young Marina Vladi, with whom he played in the film Days of Love, to the great Sophia Loren, with whom he starred in 12 films. As well as Jessica Tandy, Jean Moreau, Julia Andrews, Nastasia Kinski, Shirley MacLaine, Lucia Bose, Claudia Cardinal, Monica Vitti, Stefania Sandrelli, Bridget Bardot, Ursula Andress, Anouk Aim, and others. From this incomplete list, we can single out 5 women with whom the loving Italian was ready for a legal marriage. These are Flora Carabella, Faye Dunaway, Sophia Loren, Catherine Deneuve, and Anna Maria Taddo. The only legitimate wife, Flora Carabella, will have to endure her husband's numerous connections. But every time he will come back to her, for him she is his best friend and advisor. She will constantly listen to his lamentations after parting with another passion. Marcello will never say a single bad word about his wife in his life. On the contrary, in all the numerous interviews, he calls her the most generous and caring woman. The affair with American actress Faye Dunaway began almost from the first day of filming together in the movie Lovers, with a kiss that hit her head like lightning. But after 3 years of passionate love, the American woman abandoned Marcello herself, since he did not want to divorce his wife, as he promised her. The most hotly discussed was Marcello's relationship with Sophia Loren, who created the most harmonious and beautiful couple in the cinema. The movie star, by the way, has always denied the connection between them. And the temperamental Italian preferred not to say yes or no, telling the press that he never considers his women, but simply loves them. As a result, Sophie successfully married the Italian film producer Carlo Ponti, with whom she lived happily ever after. The age difference of 19 years did not prevent Mastroianni from having a big affair with French actress Catherine Deneuve at the age of 46. Her inaccessibility drove the hot Italian crazy. Finally, Marcello's wife gave him a divorce, but the French woman rejected his marriage proposal, although she gave birth to an Italian daughter. According to the script of the film, the characters Mastroianni and Deneuve lost a child. In order for them to enter deeply enough into the image of suffering parents, the director of the film locked them in a semi-dark apartment without a TV, radio, books, and almost no food. They came out of there quite plausibly exhausted, but the conclusion also had a side effect. From that day on, Marcello and Catherine looked at each other with completely different eyes. A week later, the entire film crew was gossiping that an affair had begun between the stars, although no one knew for sure. Catherine herself put the dots on the I, one day boldly moving into Mastroianni's van. He was amazed. What he did not expect from Deneuve was courage and disregard for decency. However, she had nothing to be ashamed of. Never married, she refused everyone who offered her a hand and heart. She had the right to an open relationship. But Mastroianni, the owner of a wife and numerous children, just had reason to fear human rumor. However, his wife Flora was already used to the constant adventures of her handsome husband and forgave him absolutely everything. Marcello's last love was a French woman, directed by Anna Maria Tato, who made a film about him. They lived together for 12 years and have been living in France for the last few years. The actor was already terminally ill with cancer, although he continued to act. On the day of his death, Anna Maria Tato, Catherine Deneuve, and their daughter Chiara were with him. Catherine Deneuve came to Mastroianni's funeral, where she first met his legitimate widow Flora, the one who once said that a child from another woman was not a reason for divorce. That meant, of course, Chiara. All the newspapers wrote that before Marcello died, he wanted to see only two of them, Catherine and Chiara. He died in their arms at the illegal ones, so all this is very conditional.